Hello everybody, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and I am full of chicken. Not by choice, but by necessity. Alright. That's a start. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so today, what do we need to do? Better not to be first in real life, too much pressure, it's easier to be second. Exactly. You're impartial to third? Fair enough. Alright, so what are we doing? I guess we've got these labs. I guess we should use them. Third. Oh god damn it! I forgot about Nuke in third. Yeah, weren't you fourth? Weren't you fourth? No, I don't remember. I don't remember what rankings you come in anymore. I just remember I should have higher expectations of you. All right, so. Hey, Kiwi Hawk, welcome, welcome. Things are good, man. Things are good. I mean, in the factory things are good. I'm a little annoyed by the whole dinner situation, but that's okay. That's okay. We're not going to worry about that. 3 lineages were ended because of the mistake made today, but I will live. They will not. Fine. Sometimes you have just to end some lives. They started it, not me. Anyway, moving on. So, we've got the labs. We are good to start getting the yellow science happening, which is very exciting stuff. I think we're going to start it from here, though. No productivity modules available here. That's interesting. I don't know what's changed there, but clearly something has changed. Okay, we've upset the factory again. That's alright. The factory needs to get upset from time to time. And then we're just going to pull those out. Fantastic. Then, only the top tier labs that have modules, that hasn't changed. Wow, clearly I didn't know that. Well, I apologize that I cursed your good name then, Kiwi Hawk. I assure you, I may have done that. I'm doing a lot of cursing of names lately, so I apologize. If babies have been looking at you and crying, that's probably my fault. Sorry, I guess. My bad. Many Seablock players have cursed your name. Yeah, but this one was more of a personal thing. But yeah, I think you're right, actually. I mean, I love Seablock. I truly do. People don't understand how much I love Seablock. But I do love it. It is the best mod in existence. Okay, that's not what you were supposed to take, buddy. And I'm very excited to see what, if anything, is happening with Seablock in the future of Space Age. I don't know what's happening, but I will be there for it. If anything. I was kind of thinking I wanted Firefox Master Race. Hey Spike. I was kind of thinking I want a mod that, you know, the planet, the junk planet that does all the crap? I want there to be basically Dangerous mixed with that. That's what I want. Quality, that's true. But that's the mod I want. I want Dangerous crossed with every intermediate resource in the game. And that's the mod that I would be excited to play if it ever exists. I figured it wouldn't be actually even that hard to make. He says, being the one who doesn't make mods. You know what? Let me have my fantasy. Let me have my sick, twisted fantasy, please. Alright, so here's all my yellow science. There's not much of it, but it's what we've got. And that should at least start doing things. Not very fast, but it'll start. And then we can start making tungsten and we can stop using the bloody purified shit. I'm sorry. I got angry at the purified ores. One should never be angry at the purified ores. They didn't do anything wrong. They don't deserve such slander. Alright. So, the next thing I'd probably like to make is more transistors. Because my transistors are disappointingly sad. And from everything I've learned about LGBT issues, you don't want sad transistors. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I apologize for nothing except that. Okay, can I get more red belts? No. I love the two different polar opposite emotes I get there. That's good. Veldak! I needed to talk to you about something. Yeah, it's a good one. So because your memes aren't relevant for the meme contest, I shared the one about the girl being disappointed that I only had 10 viewers. I shared that with the girl's father. And I am going to read directly from the Discord where I talked about this because it is good stuff. Yeah, they promised me I'd be a big streamer. He had 10 viewers. And then he responded, a couple of days ago my daughter was telling someone about our party. We were at this party. Actually, it was more of a geek meeting. Oh, that little shit. Anyway. I'm still getting sassed by this child. Do I deserve such sassing from a child? Probably. Probably. Smart kid. I disagree. It's going straight into a wood chipper if this continues. She is such a sassy barker. You miss all context? Okay. Well, that means I can tell the story. So, a couple of years ago, a friend, we were having like a party at our house, and one of my mates brought his family along. And one of his daughter was like, I guess like 11, 10 or 11. And he has been talking me up saying that I'm a big streamer. Like he has a streamer friend. You know, he tells his daughter, and his daughter's pretty excited because she's never met a streamer. Right? She's like, wow, dad knows a streamer? Like, that's pretty cool. That's one cool thing about her dad. And so she meets me and she's like, how many viewers do you get? I'm like, you know, average like 10 to 20. And she's just like, oh. And immediately she's disappointed. Like, her dad's cool friend is not as cool as she thought. Now, I would like to say that she does not understand how difficult it is to get 10 streamers when you are as beautiful as I am. There's easier ways to get streams. But, yeah, anyway. Yeah, no, she was extremely disappointed. And she's just like, oh. Well, he thought it was cool. He thought it was cool that he knew someone who streams. But it was not the numbers that... Like, kids don't think about streaming as, like, the... You know, the lower numbers. Kids see, like... I'm, like, the top 3%. Hell yeah, I am! But kids see, like, the big numbers. You know, kids see, like... Mr. Bongos and go, damn, if you're not Mr. Bongos, then you're nothing. And I'm no Mr. Bongos. You know? I wish I was Mr. Bongos, but I'm not Mr. Bongos. So, yeah, that was the problem. Mr. Bongos, he's like the #1 streamer of the world. Oh my god, he doesn't even know of Mr. Bongos. Guys, look at this guy not knowing Mr. Bongos. He's like the top streamer. No, I mean Mr. Bongos. I'm not advertising anyone. Don't worry, I know I'm saying a nonsensical name. Mr. Bongos is not a real person. I just refuse to say the name of someone who is real. Because that'll date me. And I don't want to be dated by a streamer. Gross. Have you met those people? Every streamer's like, wow, we didn't expect this level of shade today. Hey, Sketchy. Welcome. Is he even big anymore? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, is he even big anymore? Didn't he die or something? I don't know. Or dye his hair? I wasn't really paying attention. You gave in? Well, that's okay. It's not November. It's fine. How did you give in? No, you never met a streamer. Haven't gone to enough nerd gatherings. It was called a nerd meet, a geek meeting? A geek meeting. My friend did also ask if someone was taking minutes, which no one was. Don't Chrome, Firefox for life. But I need Chrome. You also uploaded a new meme. Yes, what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? I'm so excited. It's probably not for competition, so I can look at live. Well, that's another one of those truth hurts ones. Chat and hurting Seif's feelings. Name a more iconic duo. Don't worry, I'll wait. No, I have no Chrome. I have Yellow Science and no Chrome. I might be playing a version older if you've changed that recently. I'll rephrase it, I'm definitely playing a version older if you've changed that recently. I've been playing this for like 6 months now, so if you've changed it since then, I don't have that one. It's funny because it's true. I know. That's why my feelings are hurt. Recent Seablock has a new building in the early game. Well, it sounds like I've got another reason to play Seablock in the future then, doesn't it? Some Angel's green pyramid things. Oh shit, the Necrons have come into the game now? I wasn't expecting Necrons. No one ever truly expects Necrons though, I think. Oh, I missed a quote redeem? Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Classic. You know what? I'll give you both. It's only fair that I missed your quote. I'll give you both, because they're both good quotes. I'll give you a freebie. I also spelled quote wrong. Alright, there we go. Time to reset and see. I'm not resetting until I finish. But also I want to see, Soulburn's got to give me the inside goss on what's changing. Come on, Soully. Not Soully. Kiwihawk, Kiwihawk. Give me the goss on what's changing. Soulburn doesn't know. Maybe Soulburn does know. Soulburn, are you holding out on me? Oh, Soulburn's holding out on me again. Knew it. Alright. Now, did I miss anything else in chat while I was recovering from that goof? Why is it scrolling down constantly? Mod packs can be updated, but they break everything, so I don't really want to do that. You can update the mods, but in doing that, you break a whole bunch of stuff that I do not really want to do. Okay, what we're going to do as well... Oh, this is going to be tricky, but I think we can do it. If we move this back a little bit... You know about control, load and sync? I've heard about it. I've heard of rumors, let's say. Hello, Hedgehog. There's a page that on the Seablock wiki that lists what breaks each version. I don't really want to fix things though. I've got enough things to fix on my factory without having to break things intentionally. When I say Chrome, am I talking about the metal or the browser? I am talking about the metal, but that was kind of the joke. The joke was I'm talking about the metal, but I could be talking about the browser. You never know. This guy's crazy. He eats paste for breakfast. You don't know what he's doing. Specifically, why am I eating paste for breakfast? Who knows? Just to be clear on the mere quote, I was never actually planning to run as in with my legs. In case anyone thinks that I was thinking of actually running, if that, I ain't running anywhere. That's why I learned to drive. Let's go running. You do not want to go running with me. You would have a miserable time. I mean, I would have a miserable time. That goes without saying. Running props has a new meaning. Does, I suppose, doesn't it? I don't think I need... I don't think I need 300 of these. 150 probably is enough. And then let's pull these up to maybe 500. I like the little mall. Oh my god, every time I see this mall, I can't wait for the Factorio update where I can put variables and things. So nice. Okay, so let's finish my transistors. And then we can start... You know what, we don't need to do transistors next. We need to fix up blue chips. No reason to do transistors if our blue chip production still sucks. Can we maybe do like 500 of these? Why am I here? Right. Save the world. That's nice. Isn't the basic concept of a wiki that every wiki needs work? Can we update those? There's no way that sound was a good one. Let me guess, I don't have three things. Oh, okay, I do. I do still have them on. Phew. Assumed I built Chrome as yellow labs now need black circuits. Really? Well, thankfully, that wasn't the case before. So I'm still okay. Okay, so that sorts out my transistors issue. Which I imagine means... This is all ganked up. Nice. Oh. Yeah, Dave, you weren't here for this. Odaba was being absolutely devilish. And we might need to actually put rules on quotes. Nothing that wasn't there already. But he realized there's really nothing stopping him from, like, just removing the first and last word from a quote, because technically I did say those exact words. So, goodness gracious. Became a whole thing. Yeah, last stream. It's not a big deal. It was actually more funny than a bad thing. It was just joking around. He wasn't being serious. He was apparently laughing the whole time while I was like wondering about the ethical quandaries of it. Yeah, it'll be on YouTube in like 4 months. It was a thing. I like to consider he was white-hatting the rules. Alright then, how are we feeling? I think we're feeling pretty good. We'll make a little bit more room. Get rid of those. And then I think... I don't think we need 30 crystallizers just wandering around. I think we can take that down to 0. And then... we're going to march over that part of the base and just see what happens. Because I would like this part, like the red and green part, to be complete before we start on the blues. But I feel like I'm just being rude right now. I mean, I also do need to get a ton of production modules, but that's okay. We can worry about that another day. Productivity modules are required. As I said, we'll worry about that another day. We don't need to do that now. I also don't know why this isn't making stuff right now, but that's not my problem either right now. So we've just used about 500 inserters, and I think the machine hungers for more. When does our clock change? That is a good question. Daylight savings end. 7th of April. We've still got another couple of weeks. Alright, should we start considering these... No, God no.
Thanks for your support.
Hey, thank you so much, Spike. Really appreciate it. And may I also say... Oh! Just the one meow for the 1 month, but don't worry, that goes up crazy. Why do people get offended if you bring up the haka? I'm not offended. Why would I be offended? I don't have an answer for you on that one. I'm not offended at all that you brought up the haka. Should I be? The ultimate question. I don't know. I've been found out as a fake Kiwi. Not offended enough at the haka. Alright, so... Ah, fuck. I remembered why I hated this. Not sure if I should be. I mean, it's a cultural thing. It depends why it's being done, I suppose. It is a cultural thing. It is a war dance of sorts, a declaration of war in a sense. We're going to raise quality of stream. So, I mean, it really depends why it's being done. Someone will no doubt correct me if I made a mistake on that, which I always appreciate people correcting me when I'm wrong. I just wish it wasn't quite so often. We need fiberglass boards. Okie dokie. Fiberglass boards. So you need glass fiber. Okay. Glass fiber and liquid resin. So we have liquid resin coming in there, but quite frankly, I do not see... You don't just break out into a haka. No, generally it's more ceremonial. It's not, the haka is not something I do. I'm not moldy myself, and I would probably get the words wrong. I do remember parts of it, because I'm sure I had to do it at school at some point for moldy culture, but it's not something I know very well. Partly it's like a cultural thing, partly... Here we go. As a challenge, the haka is also done as a sign of respect. That's a good point. I forgot that is also done as a sign of respect. I apologize. I've always seen it as a challenge because they always do it in like sports matches. Still don't know how that's okay. It seems... I mean, it's not like the English come out and just start yelling about how they'll take your land. Just that anti-British rhetoric there. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Alrighty then, so we need to probably pull that up for a sec. Do you have a flag? Oh, it is odd. Uh, taking land was... yeah, no, so again, I'm going to make you drink tea. Well, I mean, we are a British colony of sorts. I don't know if I don't think we're still a colony, but we certainly were at some point. I don't think the term is colony anymore. Okay, we need to get the Vinger bus. Do I drink tea? No, I do not. I can't have caffeine, and even if it's uncaffeinated tea, I don't trust it. Does that make me crazy? Absolutely. But you know what I say to that? The Vinger bus is coming, and everybody's jumping. Former colony, still part of the Commonwealth. That works. Sorry, we've got the Vinger bus going. Do I worship the king? Absolutely not. He is... Sorry, this is loud. Let's just turn it down for a second. No, we do not worship the king. He is our sovereign, but no, we don't worship him. Goodness no. Got more respect for ourselves than that. Anyway, we're going to turn it back up. There we go. It is in Discord. West post, not West. You're Western. Valdek posted it. Valdek ran it through a program, like a MIDI through a program, I believe, and that gives us, you know, we like to party. What's chrome in Factorio? It's chrome. It's a metal. Is chrome on the periodic table? That might be a really ignorant question. I don't know. It is? Ah. Okay. The British national anthem includes talk about crushing the rebellious Scots. Well, they deserve that. As someone with a bit of Scottish heritage, they deserved it. The United National States anthem is literally commentary on a battle. Okay, you going home now? You can go home now. We probably don't need you right now. I would like it if it was like commentary like the way they do sports. Like sports commentary for a battle. That'd be way funnier. Okay, the Vinger bus will be quiet soon. I can't control the Vinger bus. Only hope that one day the Vinger bus does not control you. I need more landfill. Okay, the Vinger bus has returned home. We have a sleepy Vinger bus. He shoots! He kills! The English are leaving! F you, King George! I think it's George. It's always George.
Butt kicking for goodness!
Thank you for following Apple Bottom Jeans Flowrider. Or Florida. I don't know which way to go. Go Florida or Flowrider. I was so surprised when that was... how that name was done. I was like, whoa, what? I'm easily amused, what can I say? Flowrider. Alright then. Well, thank you for following regardless. Alright then. So very soon we've got to do the FFF and just talk about FFF. We don't have much to talk about. Like my herald has said. The herald of Galactus has spoken. I like that I've got a herald now. I see why Galactus keeps a herald. It's so much more useful. He needs to say something? Make your herald do it. true when there's no inputs, and just give us like 1,000 Saturday Satisfactory statements. Absolutely not. Satisfactory is a okay game, but it's not a game I love. FF was pretty straightforward. Well, look, you know what? We're talking about it now. Let's go to FFF. We're not going to be there long, guys, so if you're really here for the sweet Factorio content, or you don't want to be spoiled, I will be doing it for like 2-3 minutes. There's not much to talk about. I'm not that excited, but there's some cool stuff that I do want to talk about in today's. But not a lot. I don't really want to do another train with the prison, so we're just going to do one of these. Okay, Firefox is currently updating, because I don't use Firefox except for when streaming. That way it doesn't show like my links to strange websites, which I can't explain live on air. I could probably explain if I had more time. But when I'm streaming I don't have that much time and I tend to panic. And no one likes it when Seif panics. Some people do. Alright. Firefox, Factorio, blog. Exactly. Okay, so Panic at the Seifco. By the way, speaking of Panic at the Disco, check out Disco in the Panic Room by Bug Hunter. It's a really good song. Disco in the Panic Room is definitely worth checking out. I mean, so all Bug Hunter stuff is, but Disco in the Panic Room is his most played song. Alright, so talking about Factorio Facts, Friday Facts, 403. This is SSF, FFF. So, trains. What are we doing about trains? First off, you can see which trains are coming to the stop. That's cool, you got a trains on the way tab. Neat, love it. Is the number of times I've watched a train just drive straight past where I thought it was going to go. Cool. Train naming limit, do I care about this? Oh, you know, I like this. Oh no, you name the stop before setting train limit. You mean the thing I do every single time? Who the hell has 150 iron drop stations? Who are you? Who are you? Get out of here. You disgust me. But you can set, when you set the stop name, it'll set all the other things. So that's good. That's Clonin's base. Sometimes you need a lot of iron. That needs a lot of iron in a lot of different places. Train stop names have been hovered over map. I guess that makes sense for people who don't just have all the train maps on at all the times. Which, speaking of, maybe I shouldn't do that because it's not particularly helpful. That might be a me problem. I am going to enjoy what that... Sorry, in Czech you have a word spelled the same way as panic, but you read the last letter C as T-S means virgin. Is there like a common joke like virgin panic? Just curious. Anyway, you can mouse over stuff. That's cool, I guess. Some monster here. I have lost all respect in the Factorio designers right now, because look at that. Look at that. They have put train lines over top of copper. You never have enough copper, so they're monsters. Train stop shows path of oncoming trains. Sure, why not? Copy pasting train stops from map. That's cool. I can use that. That'd be really handy. I'm really just looking at pictures. Rename all train stops. Yeah, you know what? I've had a need for that when I was changing the Sapphite ore waste. So cool. This one I love. Manual locomotive push. I don't know why I want it so much, but it's one of those things that just seems intuitive that you can make a train move. You know? Just make a train wagon roll around. I don't know what I want to do with that, but I'm glad that it exists. Maybe a factory where all the trains are pushed around. I don't know. Remote driving trains? Yeah, well, that we all know that's a good thing for me. That's only good. Rail planner works in map mode. This one's I find really funny. I didn't know it didn't. I literally didn't know it didn't do that already, so cool. Why not? So you can kill himself even without train fuel. No, because I'll be in the train. Is that like called Ghost Riding the Whip or something? The new diagonals are... Oh! I'm not happy with that. That's disgusting. Oh, sorry guys, I messed up. Let's go back to it one more time. It'll also build elevator over water. That's cool. I forgot to click the rocket. You've deserved the rocket launch. Okay, cool. Anyway. That's that for you. Dave, I will talk to you about that later. We'll sort something out. Can't make remote manual push. A train stop without fuel, you'll still have to go into it. Found new duck emotes. What have we got? Okay. A side duck. And... We'll see what we can do for you, Dave. I'm sure we can sort something out. Okay. So what I'm going to do is... Remote move a locomotive with fuel. Use connect rolling stock to do it. Can you do that remotely? Can you connect rolling stock remotely? Ooh. That seems like something I could have a sinister plan for. By sinister, I mean stupid. And by stupid, I mean stupid. Okay. How much are we going to get? 1.4. Okay, it's not that big a deal. I'd still like to offset these a little bit. And then... Copy, then delete those. Right. Okay, at least first Seablock won't support space age. There's enough more general changes that will need work support. Okay. I respect that. Tries not to cry, cries a lot. Okay, so that should be my fiberglass boards. Quality, recycling, stacking on belts, new... Right, okay. What do we actually need? Just stacking on belts, bro. Give me stacking on belts with the inserters, or be forgiven. I don't know why that's the first thing I wanted, but that's what I've said, and now I'm going to have to stick to it. Okay. So. Now what I want is... Calc to... Let's go 240 divided by 4. 60. 60 is possible. 60 is not a problem. I think. Yeah, 60 is not a problem. I can do 60. Sweet. Okay. So now what we're going to do is figure out how to do this. And we want 3 things in, which will look like this. Yes. But then we also flipperoonie this. Put another one of those in there. How do we feel about that? Feeling good. At least till I realize it needs to be flipped around. So that's 2, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I go with another 2, then I do this 6 more times. 6 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot about the thing to actually get the blue substrates out. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Maybe to complete SpaceX, everything you launch in space needs to be legendary quality. Oh, you monster. You monster, you sexy, sexy monster. Maybe not everything legendary quality. So how about you have SpaceX launch the thing, but then you also have like an extra SpaceX? You know how where it goes, hey, congratulations, you launched the rocket. They should ask, do you want to do legendary SpaceX? You know, as opposed to, do you just want to launch the rocket again? I think that would be nicer? Are we in the business of being nice? I don't think so. A rail yard with a coupling mod. Unless it's legendary, is a percent chance for it to blow up. For tier 0, 100% chance. Ugh. Nasty. Oh, you know what? We've messed up. We've messed up. While that's cool and all, we need to... go like this. That's alright. It's not the end of the world. It just kind of sucks a little bit, that's all. Because those... be like that. They also need to be rotated. Alright, alright. You love how when you make a mistake you deflect blame on the chat and say we've messed up. Oh no, that's like the internal of my head working. That's schizophrenia, my friend. That's not chat's messed up, it's the voices in my head have messed up. I can see what you thought though. Chat's kind of messed up as well, that is true. But you can't tell them that, it'll upset them. Okay. Buildings can be mirrored seamlessly. Ooh. Yeah, it's just like camera work, right? People don't notice camera work unless you make a mistake. I've made the classic mistake as well. Where am I going to power this? I guess I power it from the outside. Yeah, it'll do. No. So what I need is another one of those. I think that's correct. That looks correct. It is incorrect. It will need some fixing. I think we're good at that point. Okay. If I'm not, I'm sure we'll figure it out later. Am I aware of the production beacons bug? No. No, I am not. I thought you couldn't put beacons in productions. I thought that was a severe no-no. And you never want to do a severe no-no, let me tell you that. Let me tell you about things I learned in school. Never do a severe no-no. I have a funny feeling we need to move all of this like a little bit to the side. Productions and Beacon. Okay, sorry. Yeah. I see. Yes. Clearly what I meant. Okay. Put that here. We don't have the belts and the inserters in there. Whatever. Not like we have the inserters anyway. Didn't I want 60? I have 140 now. Yeah, but then I'm going to do another batch. It's 60 aside, so it's 120, then I want 240. Which takes me up to 237, which is perfect. That's how numbers works, probably. Look, I never said I'm some sort of Munders Wan. Numbers man? Oh. If you speed up a machine very fast, acts like a stupidly high productivity bonus. Okay, no, I've never done that. Or if I have, not intentionally. Not a Murdwan either. You're not wrong there. I clearly have issues, or we clearly have issues. Well, that's good. I always try to trust the Factorio devs to do good stuff. Except when they break stuff, in which case we trust them for nothing. I don't know what it is with me, but I keep right-clicking by mistake. I've mentioned this a few times. Like my middle finger just gets raised a little bit. Which doesn't mean I'm flipping it off, because that would be the opposite problem. Why did I think about pathing a locomotive? I'd never even honestly considered that it wasn't possible in the first place. Alright, take care, Kiwi Hawk. Thanks for coming by. I always just thought that was a thing you could do. Oh. Oh. I never once considered that you couldn't do that. Oh, pushing? Oh, pushing's hella cool. I wanna push my train round, and I will, and I will. I wanna take it to granite. And I will. Alan Seafon amusing himself. Cyclomatic hates because it's realistic. So he's fine with holding 200 nuclear reactors in his pocket. Hey TX, welcome. I don't play this game for realism. The only time realism is really involved is when, like, mod creators start going, what would be the chemical makeups to make methane? Yeah, that's the only time realism comes into it. It's mod creators that try to make this game realistic. And now that Kiwi Hawk is gone, they make me sick. At least I said Kiwi Hawk and not T-Hex. I hope I said Kiwi Hawk. T-Hex, you don't make me sick. Unless you created a mod, in which case you totally make me sick. Attacking him, he just comes into the chat, says, "Hi everyone, so good to see everyone." Will you make me sick? I mean, look, you knew that was coming when you said that, so that's on you. Ah, just blaming the viewers. I was going to ask, could I sink any lower, but I absolutely could, and I absolutely plan to later. AI rendition of Seif. No, I think that's clearly a better looking man than me. Also, where's my microphone? Oh, I'm wearing a necklace too. I haven't worn a necklace since I wore a cat bell around my neck. You know what? I don't know if I ever talked about that. No. No, that's... Yeah, I know, I can't. I wish I hadn't said it, because there's no way I can say that and not tell a story. So... Okay, so this is in the barrel of conversation topics that is embarrassing because it's old enough to talk about, but it's young enough to that I really shouldn't have been doing this. So when I was like 19 or so, I went to like a party or something, and I thought it'd be cool to wear like a little sort of collar with a bell around it. I thought that was cool. It was fine. And then I came home and I was like, you know what? I'm a cat. I should be wearing a cat bell. Again, not a furry thing, just a cat. Catboy Seifer. Exactly, exactly. What kind of party was this? I don't know. I left pretty quickly because I hated it. It was just like a party at like a club with alcohol. It was something for the university. I don't know. It wasn't a geek party. No. No one was taking minutes. I hated it. It was not my scene. But anyway, I was like, you know what? This seems right. It felt right, you know? So, when I got home, I had like this little strap of leather that held like this other little tchotchke thing. And so I took that off, threw that thing away, and I put the bell around that and I wore it around my neck. So the bell was about here on my chest. I don't know if you... Hang on. Yeah, the bell was about here on my chest. And for about a year... for about a year, I always wore this under my shirt. Only took it off to shower. And so when I was running somewhere, I'd hold here so it wouldn't jangle so much. You'd think that'd be the time when you'd realize maybe I shouldn't be wearing this, but no. No, I kept wearing it. But yeah, that's just a thing that I did. As I said, it's the level of I'm embarrassed to talk about it, but at the same time, it's not that recent. But still, that's a thing I did. Anyway, that's the entire story. Are there any other questions before we get away from this topic and never bring it up again? Never question why a spirit does things. Yep, that's worse than eating paper. Yeah, well, see, the eating paper was just a stress thing. This was... I don't know what the fuck this one was. They've been doing a solid making their memories. Listen, this is why I knew I shouldn't bring this up. That's not how this works. You'd go like that, wouldn't you? Paper is quite edible. It is. It's not exactly tasty, though. But anyway, that was a thing that I did for about a year. And why did I stop wearing the cat bell? I don't know. I just one day didn't put it back on again. I imagine this is one of those things that, like, when I came home from uni, my parents were like, what the f are you doing? But, you know, my parents probably had a lot of those moments with me. Because, let's be honest, of course they did. I don't actually know if they knew about the cat. I'm sure they did. That's just a weird thing that, you know... Has your child started wearing a cat bell for no discernible reason? What does this mean? Find out at 6. Child's effing... Do I still have the bell? No, I've tossed it away long ago. I found it under my bed at one point and I was like, what the... Oh my god, it's the bell. And by then I had enough realization that that should never happened. And I threw it away so that way I had all evidence that I ever wore a cat bell around my neck. I mean, unfortunately, except for the evidence of the string, well, you don't know. Maybe I'm just making shit up to amuse myself. I do that a lot. Not this time. I don't even have the, like, usual excuse. Seif, why did you do this? Oh, because there was a girl that I was interested in. There's a lot of stories that you can say with that, and if you are not asexual, I guarantee you've got a story where you did something stupid to try and impress someone who really didn't care about you. Okay, someone's gonna be like, I have never done that. Why aren't you just a bit... I'm getting angry at someone who doesn't exist now. Oh no! Spike, absolutely don't... It's not rude to... It's only rude to, like... The only thing I think about rude with viewers is if they go, oh, look, I'm leaving now because the person I like more is streaming. I would rather people not do that. I think that's rude. But... Dude, I do the same thing. I watch someone for like 20-30 minutes, I go away. I watch someone else for 20-30 minutes, I go away. I watch YouTube for 20-30 minutes, I come back to the first guy again. That's fine, don't feel rude about that. You're absolutely welcome to do that. No shame in that, no harm in that. You always want to see what people are up to. Yeah, exactly. I don't expect anyone to just sit around and just watch me play for hours on end. And if you do, thank you very much, but I assume you're probably doing something else as well. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're just really into this game, which, you know, thank you too. I'm truly honoured. But also scared that you're listening to a guy talking about when he was 19 wearing a cat bell, not even to impress a girl. I mean, look, a lot of things I did to impress girls. And as Ravage says, yep, humanity's been doing that once since the dawn of time. Exactly. Doesn't matter whether you're gay, straight, whatever. Probably not asexual. You've probably done something to impress someone that you liked. I gotta wear the cat bell. Oh. Oh. I'll ask that one though when we get there. Maybe we're gonna organise the time to do the next one of those actually. What about to impress myself? I've never done anything to impress myself. That might say more about me than anything else though. Well, I mean, if you like yourself, that's cool, I guess. Is Panda aware of the cat bell? I don't know. Maybe? I'm going to chalk that up to a solid maybe. I don't know if I've ever told her about the bell. Yeah, I'm not sure. Where's my crab? Where's my Crontium? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, yes, please, I can return that one. I honestly didn't notice it come in, so... That would have been an interesting one to look back at later and go, what? Oh no. Where are my chonks? You're fine? Okay. You got the story point well spent. I'm not gonna set up a ask me anything thing. Because the thing is, if you go into an ask me anything, I feel if anyone asks you anything, you have to answer. Don't. But it just feels wrong if you don't. You know? I think we need to get rid of this chlorine water. We have a lot of hydrochloric acid in barrels. Oh boy. That's enough to kill a man. Okay. So I think I originally planned this to happen like this. And if ever the situation arose where we had lots of hydrochloric acid, we didn't really have a plan to what to do next. Quick. How much do we have? 2 million. Okay. If pulse 2 million. Right. Dehydrate. Does they have a bad behavior that you can't shake, like being a moron on Twitch chat? Oh! There was something in my throat that I was not aware of until I did that. Ooh. Well, I'm dead. Had a good run. Stay with my control behavior, but it said I had 2 million. Maybe it rounded up. Maybe it rounded up. Let's just go 1 million. It's less than, it's round the wrong way. Cool. There we go. No, I generally like myself for what it's worth. But, yeah. Okay, so that should get my Crontium through. We also need to, at some point, get these leaching plants up. Not that it really matters, I think they're all... no. Let's get these leaching plants up as well while we're at it. Somehow you think Valdek likes you? That's plenty. Aw, it's something. You like yourself so much, you reward yourself with Factorio streams. Man. I mean, what can I say? The man likes himself. A little too much, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's not true. That's not really possible. Self-sexual. Better than being thief-sexual. Yep, no, I saw that one coming. It's the moment where I'm like, I see this joke. Hello, joke. I acknowledge you. Look at this, we're finally finishing a build that's been ending for probably like 100 hours. Look at that. Look at us living our best life. Nah, your messages are cool, don't you worry about it. Plus it drives engagement. Okay. We have another problem then. Herder, a driver did engagement. That's the only thing that matters when you're streaming. That's not true. The only thing that matters when I'm streaming is that I'm playing Factorio. So long as I'm playing Factorio, I'm having a good stream. And if you take up streaming, that's the attitude you need to have. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, then how are you going to be an entertaining show? And I like to say I'm a very entertaining show. Anyway, we're going to raise quality of stream and pretend that didn't happen. Bit of show and tell, if you know what I mean. Don't do the types of things that... Yeah, that's probably true too. Oh, look at that, guys! Look! They're basic inserters! Oh my god! They're adorable! Look at it! Look at it! Oh my god. How do we get anything done on this place? Anyway, we're toggling SeiferKatt as per Valdek's request. Alright. Let's not have that happen anymore, eh? Oh yeah, no, don't worry. Making it better is absolutely something that's happening now. You can actually see there's a couple of times where we've come back and tried to make things better, but not really wanted to do enough work. Like, look at that. No, it needs to be like that. Sad you didn't have the mask on for the Bell story. No, see, the mask being on would mean that I could have hidden behind anonymity to some degree. So no, you had the perfect story. Don't forget about Meme March and make your memes while you have the Cat Bell story fresh in memory. Yeah, absolutely don't forget that. Remember, if you want to win a copy of Factorio Space Age when it releases, and you create a great meme, that'll, a friend of yours is playing, so you thought you'd look what others do, but now you think you'll never understand this game. Okay, I would like to say real quick, this game is very, very heavily modded. It is incredibly heavily modded, so this is not what the game looks like usually. And also, the game makes a lot more sense when you've constructed everything. Like, everything I've constructed, I myself have made, so I'm well aware of everything that's happening. Whether it's working or not is another story, but if you start from the beginning and you start from nothing, it is make a lot more sense. There is a free demo. Absolutely, Gims, good point. The free demo is probably a good way to start. And remember, it's the price is good. Free. But yeah, this is not what Factorio usually looks like. It's usually less terrifying. And the game is always on sale, that's true, because the game never goes on sale. Therefore, the game's always on sale. It's on PC, yes. I think there's... Is the demo on the Switch version as well? I don't know. I would assume so. If so, I'd... Oh, no, don't do this, Steve. Don't do this to yourself. Where are all my... Where are all my inserters? Where are all my inserters, guys? They're here. They're missing aluminium. Switch has the demo. I almost want to check out the Switch version then, if I can check out the demo. And that's how I never stream again, because I just play it on the Switch. Is the Switch version getting the DLC? I don't know if I've ever read about that happening. Not that it bothers me anyway, but it's just kind of an interesting question. And we here at SeiferKatt are all about interesting questions. Apparently we call ourselves SeiferKatt now. This is new to me. Okay, so when we're done with this, we'll go and figure out what's going wrong with aluminium. SeiferKatt, where am I incorporated? It's actually SeiferKatt Limited. Because it's a New Zealand company, therefore it has to have the word limited in it, not... yeah. We've got to go by New Zealand laws here, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure you understand. Ugh. I was just trying to be cool. Usually that fails. Or ends with me wearing a cat bell around my neck. Which, I don't need to say, not cool. Where's my board of... What's my board of directors cater for meetings? Canned, crunchy, or sushi? They get canned, but they just lick the gravy. A bunch of executives sitting around licking gravy from, like, meat. We try not to shame them, but it's pretty gross. Just like Gimli did, exactly. Our cat used to do the same thing. And then would meow because there was no more gravy left on the meat. And we'd be like, yeah, the meat is what you're supposed to eat, not the gravy. Silly cat. And then the meowing would get like more loud and more like upset. Like we are monsters. We're not giving her all the meat and gravy she wants, all the gravy she wants. It was a good cat. Okay, so we're lacking aluminium for a bunch of things. The red belts need the red chips need aluminium. They do. Oh shoot. All that she wants is more gravy. Did want more gravy. Okay. He was a good kitty cat, that one. Absolute stroppy bitch, but a good kitty cat. We loved her. But time moves on. Okay. When cats on reduced diets can get loud. Oh yeah. It wasn't even a reduced diet, it just didn't want to eat the meat, it just wanted to lick all the gravy. Like that's the cat's fault. Like, that's 100% the cat's fault on that one. How are we doing with my plutonium power, by the way? I haven't really looked at it recently. If I knew where it was, I could look at it. But I forgot where I put it. That's the uranium power. That's not it. There it is. It's going fine. Alright, I think we're good. I think we've got some insulators. Let's take this train out for a spin. And by that I mean it's going to go through a roundabout. And the force of that is going to like launch you into a wall. Like thunk. Oh, that was thunk. Oh, oh. I mean, we're going 432 kilometers, going 180 degrees at 480 kilometers over like a second. That's going to break your neck. I'm not a physicist, but I'm pretty sure that's going to break your neck. Oh, we still need to get the ferric chloride. Shoot. Oh, wait, why don't we just pipe it through? It does look like we're doing a fluid bust though, doesn't it? We're not doing the fluid bus. We're not doing the fluid bus. We've learned our lesson. We'll never do the fluid bus again. Does look a lot like we're doing the bus though. That train scared me a little bit. I won't lie, that train made me feel mighty uncomfortable in ways I've never felt. No, no fluid bus. Let me shift that back a little bit. There maybe. Maybe not right there, maybe more like here. There we go. Alright, so we only get 3 entries from me March. You're working on your last one. Yeah, the idea of 3 entries was just so that way everyone doesn't panic. Like if someone makes one early, they don't go, oh no, I made my one meme. Hey Zoe, welcome. You're finally happy, mostly happy with your blueprints. You started a new run. Congratulations. Hope the run goes well for you. Okay, so now we're going to have one of those things that I don't like. It's called a problem. Because this is where we've built these bullshit things. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That part was easy, and I think, yeah, in the past we've done these just fine. The goal is 5,000 science per minute. That's all right. Not crippled by what if I screw up my own entry, but not able to flood the competition with low effort schlock, hoping to get lucky with one. Exactly. Exactly. There's also Veldek's way of doing it, which is he wants to play, but he doesn't want to win. Which is fine too, I'm not criticizing that attitude. I mean, look, I'm going to leave the meme channel open at the end of March. So, you know, I will always accept more memes. Now, I'm worried about this part. Because I don't quite know what I'm going to do now. I got these transistors, that's cool, I guess. And you know what we're going to do? Step one. We're going to take one of these jibber jabbers. You know the feeling when your favorite game is Arkham Horror? I feel that. Great game. Winning that is not a guarantee. Ew, it's not really, is it? Wonderful game though. Okay. Did you ever play the card game? Card game for Arkham Horror is very good. I used to lose a game session with 6 players. I once managed to get a 8-player game of Eldritch Horror going, which was the same concept of Arkham Horror, just a little different. We lost pretty quickly because most players didn't really know the game that well. So yeah, it was an absolute disaster, but you know, all involved had fun. Eldritch is more streamlined. I like Eldritch Horror a lot. I didn't feel good about Arkham Horror 3rd edition though. Like, have I got... See it? Yeah, so we're going to go camera real quick. Got Arkham Horror 3rd edition right there. Blip, blip. Whereas my Arkham Horror 2nd edition is... You definitely can't see it. It's down here somewhere. You can't see it. Out of frame. And then Eldritch Horror is... Oh! Right at the top there. Blip, blip, blip. 2nd edition is your copy. 2nd edition was good. I like 2nd edition. 3rd edition, I think what I'd recommend is if you got the money, play the card game, which... blip, blip. Yeah, there we go. There's my card game collection. It's pretty big. I used to collect everything. Now I don't. I just don't buy it anymore because I don't really play it. As much as Panda and I enjoyed the game, we just rather play... What's the game? Ah! I'll let that go in second. Marvel Champions. Which, it also has like its whole shelf. Is you a Portal fan? Next time you say hello, it'll be with a rude GLaDOS quote. Who's not a Portal fan? That's my question. Who just doesn't like Portal? Down here somewhere, you can't see it. That doesn't sound wrong at all. I believe that was the intent. Okay. Any LCG that endures will take up a whole shelf. Funny say that. So. We're going to go back to the camera for a second. That shelf there is mostly Netrunner. Then you've got the shelves down there, which is Game of Thrones 2nd edition, more Netrunner apparently. That can't be all Netrunner then. So Game of Thrones 2nd edition and Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, and then below that we've got probably Warhammer Conquest. Damn friggin' right it was an LCG. It was the best LCG. It was the best card game, and I will never forget it. I'll never forget those happy days of my youth. of a few years ago. As a sequel as well by Nisei, I know, but yeah, same, you know. And quite frankly, the game will never be the same for me. Like it was a very big part of my life, and I have to acknowledge that when it died, a little piece of me died as well. I never played the 95 original, but oh, what a game. What a game. Rest in pepperonis, Netrunner. You were truly the best. You know what? I'm going to break my rules. Ah, sorry, LCG, living card game, that's correct. The difference, the main point of a living card game is, unlike games like Magic where you buy a booster pack and you don't know what you're getting, I'm gonna break my rules. Yeah, well, there's not room to do this. Yeah, so rather than buying random booster packs, the packs you buy all have the same stuff in them. And the reason that was really fun is because when we had a big community of like about 10, 15 people playing. When a new pack would release, we'd be opening the packs, we'd all know the cards, because we've already seen them online, and then we would already have decks planned, and so we'd be like, take those out, put those in, I'm ready to play with the new games. There'd be no gambling what you'd get. Because, hell, you could scan the QR code on the back of the box and it would tell you exactly what was in there. We're not breaking that rule. I see why you were upset, Turtle. We're not breaking environmental rules. We're breaking planning rules. Which is problematic, but it's not environmentally problematic. I don't know if I'm going to get away with that, but I'm going to give it a go. Turtle of OSHA. But yeah, it was just like a really fun community, and so that way tournaments weren't whoever spent the most money, so long as everyone was caught up. Tournaments were more who... It was more based on like who had just the better strategy. Like no one had like, oh, this is my deck that has like the card that no one can find in New Zealand. It was, this is my deck. You could have made this yourself. And that was what was exciting. Magic made you wake up as a teenager? Yeah, I mean, sure, Magic was great for that, right? And I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about Magic. I like Magic. I just would never be able to play that sort of collectible thing ever again, because it's just, quite frankly, to be a card game without the scummy monetization. Exactly. And so you just, once a month you paid, well, once you were fully caught up, which, to be honest, was more expensive the longer you went. This is my deck. You could have made it yourself, but this is what makes it exciting. Exactly. God damn it, guys. But what was I saying? Yeah, well, if you were caught up, like if you bought all the packs, there was nothing that you could play an opponent in like a friendly match. Go, that was really fun. I want to make that deck. Look online, find that deck, and within about 20 minutes, depending on how well you sorted your cards, you could have the exact same deck that you played with earlier that night, and then bring it the next day. And in some cases, like what people would happen is people would keep really close eyes on tournaments, and then they would just bring in whatever won the most recent national tournament in America, which was fine, I guess, because we all could have done it. And it was an interesting community. It's one that I'm sad will never return, because I don't have that sort of time in my life anymore. I'm an older man than I was at those times, you know? But it's all meta decks. I mean, there was a lot of meta decks, but there was a lot of meta decks, but then you could start to be like, okay, I can counter meta deck this. So I knew what the meta... My favourite moment of Netrunner... I have many favourite moments, but one of my favourite moments of Netrunner was I was at a tournament, a store championship, so nothing major. And my opponent was playing this deck, and I knew what he was playing. I was just like, okay, that's fine. He's going to do that, that's fine. And he does this thing, and he's like, okay, and I end my turn. And he folds his arms because he knows I'm dead. He knows next turn, as soon as my turn starts, or as soon as his turn starts, he's going to blow up my house, then blow up my house, then blow up my house. That's game. There's nothing I can do to stop that. And I go, okay, that's fine. Absolutely. And he's like, alright, you concede. And I go, no, I'm just going, because I didn't have the money to shake the tax. So the corporation knew where I lived. And my house was, you know, being targeted. And I said, no, don't concede. Instead, I used this card that came in the latest pack. And you no longer know where I live. And he goes silent, and can I read that card? I go, yeah, sure. And he reads that card, and it's one of those times where you know you've got them. I Yu-Gi-Oh'd him, I sure did. And it's like, he reads the card, and he's just like, how many credits do you have? I'm like, I got 4. His idea was if I didn't have 8 credits, that was the end of the game. I only had 4 credits, there was no way I could win that. And I go, yeah, there you go. Fine. And he's like, I didn't see that card in the latest pack. And I'm like, well, it was there. You've got it. And he's just like, basically he'd set up the ultimate trap that there was no way out of. But since there was a way out of it, he kind of had no response to that. Like, he'd just done his thing. He'd just done the thing that was an absolute certainty to win. And he didn't win from it, which means he had no plans left. And it felt so good. I sure did Yu-Gi-Oh him. All cards are useful in my grandfather's deck. Yeah, he uses combo. Didn't have a second combo because even... Did I win? I did win. And because I won, I got into the finals. I only got into the finals once. Legitimately. There was another time where it was kind of a phasey thing. I really shouldn't have been there, but the guy who was meant to be the finals got there. The finals was a different game. That was the semi-finals. But I felt so good doing that. It's like, yes, I've done the thing. And this guy was a good player. I respected his playing ability. I didn't respect him, but I respected his ability to play. And yeah, it was good. In the finals, I lost a 2/3 random chance. That was my fault as well. I let it get there. I shouldn't have. Like, I messed up earlier in the game, and that would have changed everything. But, you know, it's just that moment with your opponent looking at it and going like, there's no way I can win using my winning strategy now. My winning strategy cannot win anymore. And I'm like, yeah, you spent everything to do that too, didn't you? I wasn't that condescending. But, God, it felt good. I'm not usually the person who comes up with those great contingency plans. But I knew like multiple people would be running this deck in the tournament, so I just assumed that I didn't call him a needle dick. No, he wasn't talking about Star Wars. He didn't say anything about Star Wars, so I couldn't call him a needle dick. Next time though. If he mentioned Star Wars, oh. I mean, no, later on I did call him an absolute snake because of some other drama that happened. I saw him standing outside a new cosmetics store with his girlfriend, and I went, oh, it must be to hide his snake skin. But that's another story. That's just me being a dick. Needle or otherwise. Things got really nasty in the Netrunner community, unfortunately. But yeah. I will always love that game. Every now and then I try to get my friends to play it again, and we play like one game, and I'm like, that's it, we're back into it, boys. And then everyone doesn't play again, and I'm sad. Because I just want to play more Netrunner all the time. Because Hi, welcome to the Netcast, where we talk about Netrunner. Got so bored that I'm trying to beat my own drones. Look, you know they say, if you're beating your own drones, it means you love them. Anyways, running away from that line. Dang, Netrunner. Yeah, the best thing about Netrunner was even when you lost, even at a tournament, you still just had a good time. And we ran a Netrunner tournament once at a store that primarily did Magic. And it was a 4-round tournament with like 20 players. And at the end of the second round, the store was astonished because not a single player had left. Every player was still there. Whereas Magic players, what they tended to do is if they had like a 20-man tournament, if you lost your first 2 games, you'd just be like, well, I can't win the tournament. Why bother staying? I can't win the prizes. I've lost too many games. Why am I staying? And they would go home. Netrunner players, you could lose all 4 games. You might be a little salty, but you'd still have a good time. You know, you might feel like you had some bad beats. You might feel like, you know, things didn't go your way and it's unfair, but you still had a good time, and that was huge. It was huge that you could just enjoy yourself while losing. And I'm sure this would surprise you, but I lose a lot of games. Netrunner was an LCG. The revival was, yes. The original was like made shortly after the original Magic came out. But it doesn't matter what the original was because the LCG is what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was an LCG. And there's multiple ways to play it online. Nisei, you can still get the Nisei cards if you want to have a good 2-player game with a friend that is pretty thoughtful. Like it's not a dumb game. It has a bit of learning curve. Check out Netrunner, the Nisei cards. I believe they're print and play as well, but you can just buy those cards. They do ship them to you or print and play, and I guarantee you will have a good time, provided that your friend's cool and that you're cool. You might not be cool. I can't guarantee that you're cool, like as a person. Like I can't give a personal guarantee that everyone is cool. I'm sorry. I assume you're cool. Jinteki.net is one way to play. Have a look online. Yeah. I won't lie, it is a bit of a learning curve. It's not the easiest game in the world to learn, but it's certainly worth your time. I wish I'd done that differently. There we go. If you like card games. Yeah, if you don't like card games, then maybe I don't recommend it to you. That's also a valid point. If you don't like card games and everything I said to you is repulsive because you hate card games and you're so mad that I'm talking about card games, maybe you shouldn't give Netrunner a try. Maybe it's not for you. But I don't know. It was just like that fun moment where someone realized what the game was in the way of bluffing, and their eyes lit up and they're like, oh, and you're like, yes, another one has been claimed. Anyway, that's enough talking about Netrunner. I think I've geeked out about that too much, and no one was doing minutes. I assume. Jinteki? Oh yeah, Jinteki. Damn it, I was trying to get away from Netrunner. I can't now. People who like card games gel with RPGs as well. That can be true, but not always. $2.46. Steve geeked out about Netrunner and decided to stop. $2.47. Steve continued geeking out about Netrunner. Yeah. Okay, what we might do is we might continue that along. Oh no. Okay. Did Panda play Netrunner? She played it once or twice. She never really got into it, which is reasonable. Wasn't really her sort of game. It was... Panda doesn't like complicated card games. Panda doesn't like making decks. So Champions is good because the characters come with fully made decks. Whether they be good or not doesn't matter. But also, she doesn't like the competitive card games as much because, again, she doesn't like making the decks, and therefore, sorry, she can't really play the game and be competitive, so it's not really fun. We want to do 40 each, okay? Well, that's 2. So we're gonna need the Finger Bust at the end of this, aren't we? Oh yes, we are. You keep saying dicks. Can't help it, it's my accent. Is this that?
With Schaefer's dick sealant.
I used to be too embarrassed to invite people over to see my dick. But now, my dick's the talk of the town.
Just to be clear, I'm not actually mad. Just in case someone thought I was actually upset. I'm not. I'm used to it. He says, not really being used to it. Well, the Rings of Marvel being co-op versus the game. Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, the two of us love Marvel stuff, so it really helps as well. Okay. Oh, okay, so that was taking the transistors, and is that the output? That's the output line. Okay. So we get the CPUs? No, the integrated electronics. The integrated electronics down here. This is for... Wait, what the hell is that for? Oh. That's for these. Okay, well let's connect those now while we're thinking about it. What? Electronic supersonics? Quote in scripture? Right, so then we just need to get the integrated electronics and the transistors down there. And then we need like 40 of these bloody things. Oh boy. Being in Marvel Champions, you'll either love, hate the Quicksilver deck. Quicksilver is like my favorite champion in the game. How do you not love Quicksilver? He is so freaking good. He's so friggin' fun. Oh yeah, that's true. I love Quicksilver. He's great fun. Which is actually really fun because Panda likes playing as what's her name? Wanda / Scarlet Witch. So because she likes playing Scarlet Witch, that means it gives me more excuse to what am I doing? You know, it's fine. Gives me more excuse to play Quicksilver. Because you get the twins bonuses. Jeez. Okay, we need to get the Vinga bus. I think I may have done a mistake. Oh, look at that, you can't. Always be running. I forgot that there was a card called Always Be Running. The basic rule of Netrunner, always running. Okay, here comes the finger bus. For those just tuning in, it's the Vinga bus. We need more sand. I'm so glad he set that up. You've missed a lot, not that you'd understand anything anyway, it doesn't matter. No one's here for the Seablock. I mean, maybe some people are. But really, people are here just for the bullshit, I hope. Because that's the one thing I can control. Because we're coming through. Hey now, hey now. Geek the mage first. Yep, don't make a deal with the dragon. Also true. One day we're gonna get these angry birds. Alright Dave, sleep well, thanks for coming by. It's so loud. I've never played Shadowrun. Like the only Shadowrun I've ever played is like the Shadowrun game that like had a PC release like a few years back. Which I don't think that counts. 4 AM, you go to bed? Alright, well you go to bed. Take care of yourself, alright? I know, it's all fun and games, hanging out and chat and... Dave, sleep well! Yeah, I know, right? Go home. Go home, finger bus. You're drunk. I might need to turn that off at some point. Going longer and longer, I swear. Well, I mean, at some point we get the angry German birds, and then they're not going to have that song. By the time to join, yeah, I'm sorry, Fraser. The Venga bus was coming, you've got to understand, everyone was jumping. It'll stop in a second. exactly how many of these I wanted. 40, right? Oh god, it can't go home. Why can't you go home? Because you don't know how. Okay, well now we might as well just wait for it to finish. What a time to be alive. Okay. The Vengabus is still out, but there's nothing we can do about it. Maybe I'll just leave it out the whole time. We'll just leave it here and then wait till it runs out of artillery shells and then let it go home. Which is honestly how my parents treated me when I was little. When I'd run out of artillery shells, only then was I allowed to go home. A weird childhood, let me tell you. They sound like great parents? You know what? Yeah, they were. I mean, how many people's parents let them have artillery shells in the first place? We have 48. We probably have too many. Is the quality... Oh. That was the wrong button. Got a howitzer for your first birthday? Nice. Good parenting. Yeah, 40 was correct. I don't remember how many we have now, though. What is the rate calculator button? It's... I remember, it's Alt X. Okay, cool. So that is where I need to cut it off. Nice. And then we need 7 of those. I turned off the calculator. No. Very rare that I actually remember to do that. Okay. Let's send the Vengabus over here for a bit. The rain this evening was nuts. Oh, I know, right? Pretty crazy rain. Kinda spooky. Given the fact, you know, the floods from the other last year were, you know, they're still fresh in everyone's mind, you know? But I was trying to think if there were any, like, overseas acts nearby, and I couldn't think of Elton John returning, so I think we're okay. Why is it raining nuts and not water? Look, New Zealand's a strange place. Just that time of season. Exactly. Okay. Let's just grab everything that's on the ground. In winter it rains legumes. True. It's not even winter yet. Autumn. Or as Americans like to call it, fall, as the leaves fall down. I always love that joke. Meanwhile, Americans like, I see no problem with that joke. Why is that a joke? That's just what it's called. I thought it meant we fall into depression. That could be. Two, three, or rather 4 actually. 5, 6, 7. Okay. That's most of what we need. And then we can actually start making the blue belts, well, the blue chips with alarming speed. Terrifying speed. I think the finger bus went home. Well, that's annoying. That also means we now need to... What else do we need to do? We need to get integrated electronics, we need to get transistors. Yeah, okay, transistors is going to be an interesting problem. We need to basically allow a second line in there. Already terrified of what? He's scared. Nothing frightening except amazing Factorio play. SeiferKatt toggle? We're being dangerous now. It is done. We're back to being Danger Cat. Look at me running on the tracks without paying attention. This is probably not going to harm me. How right was I? Danger Cat. Name's Dan. Dangerous. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Dangerous. So, I've always thought about a name for a hero that I want to do one day. Like, if I ever play a game, like an RPG or something, I want to have a hero who has time powers. And I wanted to call him Just in Time. I've made this joke before. Right? But I was reading Spider-Man, and I came across a villain who's basically a hipster who wishes he was born in the 19th century. Right? And so he's basically just this guy that rides around on like a tandem bike with like a dummy which has explosives in it. And that's fine, that's fine. We're not judging that. He's weird, but you know, so what? The important thing is his name is Turner D Century. And it's an amazing name. Hello. Oh. Yep. His name is Turner D Century, and then I realized that you can use middle names to like improve your hero or villain's name. Never really considered it before. So, Nico Time is the name that I think would also be good. So you get Just in Time and Nico Time. And I'm like, yes, this is good. This is where I want to be. And then of course they're together. It's Just in Nico Time. Which is pretty good. Oh. No. I was thinking if I could improve it, but I couldn't. It's perfect. It's already perfect. Dracula, it's the thought that counts, and the count that thoughts. A Russian patsy called Short of Time. Oh! I was over here thinking it was perfect. You're just like, huh, well, let me tell you how you can improve it. Oh. Short of Time. Good. Like a Russian adopted brother. So good. It's so good. I thought I was over here playing 3D chess, but it turns out there was an extra 3 dimensions that I was unaware of. Okay. What did I need to fix? Oh. What was my problem? Oh, lots of time. Shit. Yes. I mean, now they're villains. I want you to know this. You've just turned my character into a villain because there's too many of them. The idea is it's got to be a pun that is easily accessible to an English speaker. Like, it's very good to have like a pun that works in a different language, but if your role-playing partners, it sounds so intimate when you say it like that. When your role-playing friends don't get the pun, then you're just sitting there laughing to yourself. Anytime? Anytime's pretty good. She could attack you anytime. No, that's good. That's a good one. Ah, that's perfect as well. Okay. I try not to react to these, but I just love these memes, man. I really do. Thank you for entering. Dave, when are you supposed to go to bed? Go to bed, Dave. Go to bed. You got a big day tomorrow. I don't actually know if that's true, but I'm going to say it and maybe it'll be true. You imagine you had to finish it. Fair enough. I respect that. And I appreciate it very much. You imagine short of time was an undercover contact to be found or hostage to be rescued. They're dead by the yeah, exactly. His time is short of time. I think at this point I've got to run that game because they need to be NPCs or villains or something. I don't know a good system. Don't know where to submit all the rejects that weren't quite what you were asking for. Do you still have them? If you still have the rejects, I would love to see them after March is done. Look, bulk post them when March is done. That'll be the best place for them. Eternity Century, that's good. I mean, Eternity Century is also made by Marvel, so, you know, I would hope that Marvel could make a good character name. Otherwise, what are they doing? Okay. Sometimes they aren't that creative. That's true, I suppose. Although a lot of the things I'm finding these days, whenever I thought they were really creative, turns out they were really creative like in the 80s. It's like, oh, you've just been sitting on that one for years, haven't you? You're like, yeah, kinda. So for all I know, Eternity Century may have been around for years. I've only just heard about them. I mean, they've got some dumb characters, let's be honest. How do you stop the wall? The less we say about the wall, the better. Just a man dressed as a big wall. I've mentioned this before, but I've been watching the 90s X-Men show because I've been wanting to watch that so I can watch X-Men 97. And I haven't caught up yet. I'm still watching through it. Like me and Panda are watching it. But one thing I've been really liking about the this one wall, you'll never climb, Spider-Man. So stupid. But there's been one thing that I've been really appreciating about the show, and that is the fact that how accurate they are with like some of their stories. Like, I assume because it's a kids show, they're just gonna like ham fist things and be like, meh, whatever. But there's certain lines that I'm like, no, that's correct. Like, how come Rogue can fly everywhere and is real strong? That's not her power. Yeah, but how did she get that power? Well, it's accurate to the comics, that's all I'll say. Throwaway line that I don't mind spoiling, but Colossus says to Juggernaut, how can you do this to your fellow mutants? And he says, I'm not a mutant, I have magic. And it's like, that is actually correct, he's not a mutant. Like, Glacier. Like, Juggernaut hangs out with the Brotherhood of Mutants, but is not a mutant. Juggernaut is not a mutant. And it's, yeah, exactly, the Gem of SeiferKatt. Which is just like, it's a little line that they didn't need to say, but it's like, that is accurate. And I was just like, huh. Yeah, something like that. I mean, he's got a gem from a god, basically, but Doctor Strange also uses that god's magic for a binding spell. I don't know exactly what it is, but I do know that Doctor Strange and Juggernaut use magic from the same being, at least in that one case. Doctor Strange uses a lot of magic from other characters as well. Raise quality of stream. The longer I go, the more just dooming that my knowledge of Marvel stuff becomes. And I don't care. I'm not changing. If I recall correctly, it'll be explained in the episode eventually. Ooh, okay then. You're interested in watching X-Men 97, but your brain will force me to watch all 70 episodes of the original first. Zoe, I'm going to say this, and you don't need to agree with me, but I think the show's pretty good. It looks terrible, it's terribly voice acted, but it's actually a really enjoyable watch. We did, however, watch one episode the other day, and Panda and I are just like quiet watching it, and then I'm like, this episode kinda sucks. And Panda's like, oh good, I thought that it was just me thinking that. I'm like, no, this episode sucks. It was just not a good episode. And we're just like, we're not gonna turn it off, but this sucks. If everyone wants to be like, no, there was no bad episode, go back and watch the Mojo episode again. Go on. Do it. See how that feels for you. 'Cause that episode sucks. But anyway, yeah, it's really badly voice acted. It's got a lot of problems to it. Mojo is an acquired taste. Well, I hope so, because we've got like a 3-pack scenario with the guy. So I'm hoping it's fun. Because there's like 3 scenarios of Mojo shit going on over here. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, though, the Mojo episode was... Is the episode bad because it aged badly or other reasons? I think they were trying to make a joke about stroppy TV executives, but it just comes off as shitty. It's like, you know, the classic thing. If you're trying to make a parody of something that is just already annoying, you know, what are you going to do? How are you going to make fun of a clown? You're going to make fun of his floppy shoes? Like, what are you doing there? It's not enjoyable, it's not funny, it's not anything. It's just trying to make fun of a bad TV executive in the 90s. Darling, we need drama! Oh, action! Oh no, the audience is not paying attention! And keep in mind, it's coming out of the mouth of this thing. So, you know, it's just uncomfortable. And then it's like, hey, now we're going to have badly animated action scenes. Thanks, guys. I really wanted badly animated action scenes. That's fun. I mean, worse than the normal action scenes. And also, why does Jean not look like she wears pants? That's unrelated, but it's a good question. We all want badly animated action scenes. Speak for yourself, I suppose. I don't mind passing on the bad animated action scenes. Okay, well, look, Zoe, you probably should watch X-Men, the old episodes, before watching 97. Because you got plenty of them. And the funny thing is, it's just got these throwaway lines. Like Wolverine missing someone and then saying, "He's the only one that made me laugh." I'm sorry, Wolverine, were you dating him? If so, that's very progressive of you, Wolverine. Good job. Ah. Weird show. But it's pretty fun. Probably feel you have enough contextual knowledge about X-Men to get away without watching the original. Zoe, you're probably right. But you're missing out. You're missing out on like Jubilee just being like a early 90s kid. And I mean, I'm sad that she hasn't said Grody to the max, but she should. You really should say Grody to the max at least one. You like Jubilee? I still like Jubilee. But I'm not sure about Beast. I don't know if I need him quoting like British poets constantly. One of the cartoon only episodes got backported to the comics later. Really? Yeah, that's Jubilee. I always like it when a character has like a name that works well with their powers. You know, like Harley Quinn, Harleen Quinzel. Brilliant. Her name's literally Harlequin. In Jubilee's case, Jubilee. It's like, wow, so the person who has fireworks powers, her name is Jubilation. The sort of thing that you... Harley Quinn feels forced as fuck. No, Harleen Quinzel is wonderful. Don't you speak badly about Harley. Of course it's forced as fuck. They're all forced as fuck. But the point is, it's just as good as my just-in-time joke. Or at least on... No, it's better than just-in-time. Pun names bother you? No! Who is just-in-time? He's the character I wanted to make for a role-playing game, but now I think I've got to DM that game. He's just a guy with time powers. Harley Quinn is an angel, exactly. I'm trying to remember, like, Batman has a bunch of those names. DMPC them. Yeah, I will. I'll have to. No, he'll just be like he'll be like... He's just this guy, you know, has time powers. It's kind of cute. Blonde, you know, the usual. The only D&D wizard you're ever playing with a Chronomancer. Chronomancy is fun, I get. Oh no, there's more worms. Oh, that means I have to bring out the Venga bus again. I might turn the Venga bus off for a little while. Justin Bailey, who was the space explorer. I don't know Justin Bailey. I feel like Justin Bailey has something to do with Metroid, but I don't know why. Okay, I'm feeling it a little bit more now. And Metroid's okay. Beast poetry citations do have their moments, you reckon? I think they're overdone, but no, I think it's a little bit pretentious. But maybe that's who he is. I didn't really care for Gambit much going into this show, but now I'm just like, yes, I love Gambit. Don't give a shit. Gambit's wonderful. I was like, yeah, Gambit's fine, I guess. And now I'm just like, give me more Gambit. Like, I've got to go try and find the issues of Gambit that our library has. Because I want to read more Gambit. Okay, we're doing this again. You know what? No, I'm turning that off. Can I make you go home before you get here? I can't do it right now. I just can't. I can't even right now. I can't even. I need to stop this. My even status can't. You know how I have double quality? Of course. Someone gave the idea to use Janky Quality 2.0, Fish Quality mod, which gives you uncommon rare circuits. I mean, it might be an easier way to do that. Okay. No, I've made it worse. Okay. Is there a setting on the speaker to turn it down? There's like a bunch of speakers. I'll spend some time doing it separately. Turn it off for the moment. We'll fix it later. Right now I'm busy actually doing stuff. And the Venga bus has gone silent. They have not been warned. This is breaking the Geneva Convention. They've not been warned of the Venga bus. I mean, surely you can, once they add quality to the game, surely you can do more stuff with quality. Good. He's chill. Just relaxing. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. I should mix it better, but you know what? I'm not a mixologist. And I never claimed to be a mixologist. Okay, so my transistors, which we have improved today by a significant margin. I'd like to drop them off at transistor drop 3. Apparently doesn't know how to do that. Aside from several years ago, you did like the Marvel anime works back then. What do you mean? I know what you're talking about. But they do like a whole bunch of manga related stuff. Or anime related stuff. No, I don't know what you mean. We need a radar very soon. When's the next Spider-Verse movie coming out, by the way? Probably won't be able to go see it at cinema though, sadly. Anime series based on Marvel IPs. Oh, that'd be cool. I love how it goes through the middle. There's no reason for it to do that. 2029. Be rude. No, it's not that far away. It better not be that far away. Not really. Maybe next year. Okay. This feels like forever. It does. We're all sitting here being good people and they don't give us a bite of it. We deserve it. We've been good people. Approximately good people. Actually, I want that to go down, or it won't work properly. I would like that. Yes, please. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I see. I want 7. The answer is, as always, blood. Blood is the answer. Blood is always the answer. That and murder. Anyway, that is the Corn playbook. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright, I'll check it out. This is a big waste of resources, as always. It's like I say, the point of having them is using them. Okay. Then we need to get integrated electronics. I don't really have a plan for. Oh no. I've just realized what that's going to require. This is a waste of resources. But I don't care because it's fun, apparently. Maybe I should reassess what I find fun. That's clearly the main issue here. It's a broken individual, known as Thief. That's me. You have room to put integrated electronics else. No, and I've already set them up to go down that way. I only need 4 belts of them. Nothing. I move them a little bit across. We can do that with blue belts, actually. How do we feel? Was feeling good. Still feeling good. Nice. Yes, this seems appropriate. And then we have this line cut up through here. So what I'd like to do now is sort of grab this and that. That feels right-ish. You know, they say, if it feels right, do it. Anyway, that reminds me of my first court case. Anyway, jokes aside. I was about to say I've never been to court, but that's actually not true. But I was the injured party? I don't know if injured party is the right word. Wait, where's the thing that takes that? Plaintiff? Maybe. Hang on. Oh no. It's not bad. It's not a big problem. It's like character witness. No, my landlord at the time was like, hey, we're raising prices by $40 if you sign up for 12 months. And I said, I'm not really wanting to do that. I want to go as a fixed term, not fixed term, I want to go as a periodic tenancy. And then, cool, we're raising it by $80 a week then, not $40. And I'm like, what? I still want to live here. Why are you raising the price so much? Yeah, it's because he was being a dick. And so I took him. Did I win? I didn't lose, but I didn't win. Was it a court or a tenancy tribunal? It's tribunal, same thing. It was in the court. I had to go to the courthouse, like in front of a judge. Landlord wanted that money, exactly. We tried going through the tenancy tribunal and that didn't work, so we did actually have to go to court. But was it tenancy tribunal? It probably was tenancy tribunal, but it was still court. It was still a judge. You know, it was still a judge that I had to flirt with. You understand? That's how it is with judges. They love being flirted at. I'm not sure that's true. Probably don't do that. What was the outcome? Oh, thank you, Ravage. I'll check it out. Well, because if he did that, then it would be retaliation, and they couldn't do that. So what happened is they agreed to only raise the rent by the $40, not the $80. But also I was trying to say that, hey, technically they've never actually given me a rates increase through the legal manner, so could they have even done that in the first place? And they said, no, actually that's fine. I was like, okay. I was trying to do a little bit of extra of, yeah, but they never actually did their rates, like their rent increase properly. So, I mean, have I just been paying more than I should have? That's kind of illegal, right? And they went, yeah, it's not great, but nah, we don't care. I was like, damn. I really tried to screw him. And that didn't work. And I mean, honestly, what ended up happening is by the time that all the court stuff was done, I was moving out anyway. So, if you're not screwing, you're doing it to a class traitor. How else are they going to pay you their mortgage if I'm not contributing? Exactly. Just, I'm really letting down the hard-working landlords. And honestly, it's just unforgivable. Those landlords pulled themselves up by their bootstraps, right? What level are we at? Okay. I'm in series B. Tony asks, as Japanese secretary, what can you do to improve his image in Japan? It's about every character trait he does not have. Yeah. Tony Stark's not a good person. He has his moments, but generally he's not a good person. No. It's absolutely fair. You're allowed to get mad about that. I'm certainly not going to stop you. Oh, that was the political adjacency alarm for you to remind yourself not to go into it. Is that what you meant? You've done that before. Where's my aluminium? Empty. Why is my aluminium empty? I should have heaps of it. It's sort of happening. Let's fix that. Powder. No, we should have powder mixers here. We actually carry powder mixers on me. Blast furnace, we actually carry blast furnaces on me. Please tell me I don't carry induction furnaces on me. Oh my god, why am I carrying all these things on me? All I need is casting machines and I'm... Okay, I don't have casting machines on me. Goodness. It's wasting everyone's time. I don't think we have any productivities ready, do we? No. Probably because aluminium has been so poor lately. This is a waste of fuel doing this with a transistor 3 train, but I also don't care. Oh. I don't know how I feel about the word love in that sentence, Gims, but... yeah. I mean, we're paying more for our mortgage than we paid for our rent, but that's okay. Like when we moved out and bought ourselves our house, we are paying more, but that's okay. Like, not really complaining. I didn't get my casting machine, did I? No. No, I did not. Quirky powers can be fun. What about like Iron Man? Or I missed something. Yeah. True, but at the same time, it does mean that I've got risk that I have to deal with. Oh, I mean in general, okay. Okay, let's go back down to the aluminium and see what we can do. One series, has the main cast mainly power their equipment via song mid-battle. The hell series are you talking about? Alright, Glacier, take care. Sleep well. I mean, that's a pretty awesome, that's a quirky power. I like that. I once played a superhero game where I was basically inspired by Kirby. Hi! That guy. Yeah, the Nintendo Pink Puff Ball. I was inspired by Kirby, and I had a character who turned into a rock, because that's just the way I play Smash. I turn into a rock, I crash down, I turn into a rock, smash down. I just do that repeatedly, because that's a great level of Smash player I am. Exactly. I didn't have the black hole ability, I just had the turn into a rock. And so... yeah, that's the one. But I was like, this is a good power, but the whole point with Kirby is he's got to get into the air and then turn into a rock and smash down. So I was like, okay, I need a way to get into the air. So the probably more interesting power was the ability to affect gravity only around myself. So I would launch myself upwards, like turn gravity upwards and just poof, and then I'd turn gravity downwards and just again and turn into a rock and just smash down. That was my combat strategy. There was a time though that we were fighting something that could smash through rocks, and it was very dangerous for me. He's had a few anime, hasn't he? But that was my whole strategy, and it was also like a movement ability because I could turn the gravity sideways. But if you are falling at 9.8 meters per second sideways, that's disconcerting. So I was like, can I alter gravity's strength? And the DM's like, nope. You said you had the power to change the direction, not the power of strength of gravity. I'm like, oh, I'm coming in real fast. So whenever I need to stop, just turn into a rock and just... just skids along the ground. That was a fun character. Eventually escape velocity. Yeah, I never went that high. I never considered that. It wasn't even the most terrifying character we had in our party. We had a character who... well, the player was looking through the book and to see what powers he could take. And he saw a particular power, and he's like, huh. He asked the DM about it, and the DM's like, sure. It was like the ability to turn, like, matter into other things. But it could only be a specific thing. So he's like, can I just turn things into centipedes? The DM's like, yeah, sure. Good. Good. So whenever we gained levels, everyone's like gaining all the stuff, and he's like, I want to turn larger amounts of matter into centipedes. It was a one-trick pony. But when you need to get through a wall, like a stone wall, centipedes, and the entire wall just collapses as centipedes. Oh, he could also talk to the centipedes, and so it was like, what does he tell the centipedes to do? He tells them to go back to his room, and basically it was like an X-Men mansion type thing. So his room was just full of centipedes. That wasn't comfortable to think about. His last name was Nope, I remember that. Oh, it was Chris Nope, that's right. And I was just like, this is not okay. He was that classic weird kid that no one really gets along with, but he's always around. Just turning things into centipedes. It had to be deemed that he couldn't turn living matter into centipedes. Which... small blessing. Because I don't know what would have happened if you turned a person into living centipedes. I think that's probably what the DM didn't want to have to figure out either. Yeah, that was Chris Nope. He was a character we had to deal with. Wait, we're out of cobalt? Man, we just fixed aluminium and now cobalt's crapping out? Cobalt's not crapping out, cobalt's fine. What you talking about? Are we just not making enough of the gear wheels? We're just not making enough gear wheels. Okay, let's make some more of those. Well, there's an image that's down your brain hole. Thanks. You're welcome. You will recover in time. Oh, double legendary. What a stream. Alright. I didn't give you points back yet, by the way, Adama. I will at some point. Probably. Good debate, though. We are running out of things. Because we want all the cobalt steel wheels, we just don't have them. Not wheel. Oh, gear wheels. I suppose they're wheels then, aren't they? They're really good, guys. I said we're going to make chrome today, but I guess we've only been making blue chips. So it's just a classic SeiferKatt lie. I was thinking about chrome. But I was like, what's the point of doing chrome if we don't even finish blue chips? That's right, it's the classic SeiferKatt lie where he says he's going to do one thing but doesn't even touch it all stream. One day SeiferKatt's going to stop telling lies. But not today, because that was a lie. Okay, I'd like to turn off my drones for a second while I fix this madness. Because what I need is this. No. This. Now I click 40 times. Sure, I could have done a copy and paste, but now I feel like I'm halfway there. That will get the transistors in there. We still need to get integrated electronics through. But I think we've already rigged that up to be done. Then we copy this. Bing! Then we... oh no. And one more. Probably that. That looks good. Or at least whatever accounts for looking good. Okay, it's going to be... The important thing is once this is done, then we have approximately 1,500... Oh, we already raised the quality for that one. I thought I'd missed the quality raise. We will have 1,500 browns, greens, reds, and blues, and that will allow me to push into the 1,000 black chips. I don't think I need 1,000 black chips, but let's just maybe 500 black chips will be enough. 500 black chips a minute should be sufficient for anyone. Voted by Bill Gates. I don't think Bill Gates ever said that like thing about so many kilobytes of RAM would be enough for anyone, right? I think that's like one of those things that didn't actually happen, but people are like, oh my god, Bill Gates, he said this. But it's like, no, Abraham Lincoln said it, you doofus. How'd you get Abraham Lincoln and Bill Gates mixed up? I mean, they both wear stovepipe hats, but doesn't count. Okay. So now, why not just extend my bot network to build that new area? This bot network was a mistake and I decided never to do that again, and this is my mall. And I don't like bots going through the entire factory. I think it's... I don't like it. I just don't like it. Not the way I roll. I mean, it would make sense if I've designed it that way. I see a lot of people online, they have their bases and everything's bot connected. But I feel when you do that, the base loses a little bit of the soul. Oh. And yeah, so I just don't really like that so much. Thank you, Adaba. Would almost make them use them to deconstruct network when that area is built. That was the plan with this area here. That was the plan. It didn't. It wasn't fun. I didn't enjoy it. Will not happen again. I need to circuit this up. I just realized. Don't know why I didn't realize earlier. 30,000. I mean, sometimes with Factorio, you don't necessarily do things the optimal way just because it feels right to you. This is why I'll never be a speedrunner, obviously. And why I'll never be the best at Factorio, which is why I settled a bit for being simply the second most active Factorio streamer. Okay, there we go. As voted by myself. And like 3 people in chat who just sort of agreed with me just to hope that I'd stop talking. What What a sad pageant that is. Thank you. Please add it again. Okay. Just agree, please, Zoe. It'd make me feel better about my life. Thank you. The votes continue to roll in. Look, it's not me saying it. Do we not have any ferric chloride? Yeah, heaps of it. No, we don't have any ferric chloride. Because that line is too short. Okay. Look at that. Resources being made. Glorious. What you need. Oh, factory, you got what I need. Just a lot of blue chips and also some red ones. Gotta have red chips. Had more cobalt come through, we should be a lot better on stuff. Look at that, look at these sodas coming in. Red chips sound spicy, they do sound spicy, don't they? It's like the only Hindi I know. I know one sentence, all I know. I was meant to learn I am white, I can't eat spicy food, but all I learned is I am white. But you know what? That works. Sorry for the questions. I'm keeping you sane as you study for MS certification. You don't need to apologize for asking questions. Ask as many as you want, please. One thing I hate when doing a stream is people talking to me. They get it, exactly. And it works. Like, the thing is, if anyone says like, oh, do you know my language? I'll be like, well, I know how to say one thing. Ask me if I would like the spicy food. And I'll say, I go to home. And they're like, it's white. No spicy. Phone users, I replied, you don't need to apologize for asking questions. You're more... Everyone's welcome to lurk, ask questions, talk. As long as people aren't being rude, you've got nothing to apologize for. Yeah, some people are like, oh geez, I'm sorry, I'm just lurking and doing nothing. Or I haven't been around for a while, I'm sorry. You don't owe me a damn thing. You don't owe me apologies. Just enjoy the chat how you want. I've been having it in the background in the evenings. It's awesome, man. I honestly couldn't be happier. If my stream in the background helps people, just whatever, I'm super happy. No one... like, I know some streamers like, oh, I feel, why are people watching and lurking? No, fucking lurk. I don't care. As long as you're happy, that's all I really want. Or, you know, I can't force you to be happy. Wouldn't that be nice though? Hey, come to the stream. At depression, SeiferKatt will literally end that. Oh, awesome. Difference in the AM, me in the PM. I sound like a radio station. I'll take it. My mother always said I had a face for radio. Hey. I'm joking. I already knew that was an insult. I mean, look, if you're not watching, it basically is a radio show in a sense, isn't it? 89.9 FM, SeiferKatt. Coming to you live. That's the wrong set of voice. I don't care. Coming to you live from a secret location somewhere in New Zealand. SeiferKatt Radio, playing none of your favorite songs, and none of mine. It's not a music radio show. We're playing no one's favorite songs. Playing whatever music that the game has. It's SeiferKatt Radio. We just play Finger Boys and talk about bad fight scene animations. Oh, yeah, pretty much. Card games, bad fight scene animations, Marvel, whatever I get away with, honestly. We don't have enough aluminium. Aluminium is sad. Aluminium is so sad. Oh, because I never upgraded those. Do I have those on me? I don't. You know what? We're about out of time for today's stream, but what we'll do is we'll go and get that sorted. We upgraded like most of it except for the starting process, which means we really did nothing. Yeah. Could we maybe put in a bit of a circle here? Raise quality of stream again? Damn, this is the highest quality stream we've had in a while. Oops. That back. What are we lacking? Why are we not seeing red chips? Aluminium. I get it. I get it. Our aluminium sucks. God, why are you gonna be so rude about it, though? Okay. We're gonna go over here. Get a quick recharge. I don't know if we can have the fuel for this, but let's see. Maybe we'll coast to the finish. Yeah, that's actually probably fine. We'll get our ore sorters. Jump in my train. Go down to wherever the aluminium is, which is here. It's actually very close. It feels like it's a long way, but it's actually one of the closer ones. I love this part of the base, how it's just extended outwards like a horrible crime. Got a few places like that. No, none's as bad as that. As we start building around it on the sides here, it'll be fine, but right now it just feels like I've done something bad. And the police are not happy about it. Oof. Do we need to exchange insurance now? That was my fault. 100% my fault because I decided to just ignore the settings. I was like, that's fine, just go manual for a second. What's the worst that can happen? Crunch. Oh, we did that again. The old It's old crunchy sounds again. I broke my train for a second there. Maybe the police should mind their own business. Yeah, I don't know if I suggest ever telling a police officer that. You know, I'm going to rephrase that. I don't suggest that. I don't think they'll find it as funny as it is. Classic cops, right? Never finding things as funny as they should be. Very humorless, aren't they? Okay, we're going to have to release some hydrogen into the air. That's only because we've got too much of it. We're trying to use it before the environmental cops come after me. Thankfully the environmental cops are humorful. But that doesn't mean that they don't care about their job, because they do. And we're going to do that. That should hopefully have increased the amount of aluminium we produce. Let's just check. Aluminium plate. We're going to set up to like a longer time frame. You see, we did something an hour ago and it improved things, and then it just kind of didn't really. 1.1 is definitely improvement over 900. I think what would improve it more... Oh, this is dangerous power-wise. You know what? Dangerous power is my middle name. Really don't know what my parents were thinking on that with that one. Then we upgrade it to purple. That should allow that to come through faster. And that to come through faster. Look at that. That's what you want to see. That's much better. So now if we check my production. Oh yeah, no, it goes up to 1.4. Ooh, 1.7 it spikes. Ooh. Oh, Lord have mercy. There is no mercy. I do not deserve mercy for what I have done this day in the factory. No mercy shall be asked, no mercy shall be given. Out of curiosity, how much aluminium do I need for this? 23,000 per minute. That's not good. The best we've done is spiked to 1.7k. Okay, we may have a problem with aluminium for the full... Oh, we need to upgrade aluminium. We don't need to right now, but certainly at some point we will need to. The point of this facility here is never actually really supposed to be turned on for the next 100 or so hours. It's designed big so that way when we need it, it exists. I don't anticipate every section of this machine to turn on. Just parts of it. Oh my goodness, Ravage, you've given me a lot to look at, but I'll have a busy day tomorrow, I'll tell you that. Alright then. Well, I think now's a good time for me to call it. I think we've done well today. Blue chips will be up very quickly after, like, at the start of next stream. We get integrated electronics through, connect that up, we will have the blue, not substrate, blue boards are ready to go. Then we just need to chuck the red chips in, which is done, blue board's done, get titanium in, sulfuric acid, and then we have so many blue chips. In theory, if we had the aluminium. And then we could start thinking about chrome. So that's where we're going, I think. Will we get distracted along the way and have to do something else? Of course we will. Have you met me? I mean, most of the answer to that is no, Seif, we haven't met you, we just watch your stream. But for those of you who have met me, or have watched enough of the stream, absolutely this won't go to plan. And witness bad facing animations. Exactly. They had one frame of Wolverine go flying backwards and they'll use every frame of it for the next 3 seconds. Anyway, let's save. I like how we saved last time in the mall as well. Alright. Thank you everyone very much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands right now. If you're new here, please do consider following. I'd appreciate it. I don't know what to do with my hands. And if you're already following, so much. It's really appreciated. I will next be streaming on Monday, and I will be doing more Factorio. I'll be doing Factorio until RimWorld comes out, and then we'll have like a RimWorld day. Social links. Let's go into those, shall we? There you go. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post VODs. And the Discord link is where you can find me outside my regular streaming time. Also, on the Discord, pay attention to the announcements channel, because that is where you can find out about Meme March. Not a lot of days left in that, and also if you're on YouTube, you are like 4 months late, I'm sorry. At least. But if you go in there, you can read how to enter the competition for Meme March, and if you win, if your meme is deemed the winner, then you can win a copy of Factorio Space Age donated by me. As thanks for people watching me for the last 3 years. Or for as long as you've been watching. Prodigal Son rules, you're allowed to have just joined in like a day ago and make a meme. Good meme? That'll do. That'll do it. What else is there to say? Not much. I've got this little kitty cat. I play with it sometimes. It goes boop. Sorry, I don't know why I'm playing with it right now. I just saw it. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time, everyone. Take care.